Seriously on Alan Wake. I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Episódio 4. A verdade.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice. There you go, Alan. Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you lied.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
I felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
Bom, fala galera, eu sou o Tagore, como é vocês? Espero que vocês estejam bem. Galera, voltamos aqui com o Alan
Only empty sheets
Wake.
of paper here. No manuscript pages.
Nós estamos em casa? Estamos em home? Na nossa home? Nossa, como
Good
ele...
evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Tô até vendo, agora que nós tô... Ah, estamos mais suave, eu acho que agora, né? Mas nós vamos ficar vendo coisa, eu acho, por causa desse
This
sedativo.
corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course.
Tá, o que tem aqui? Night Springs. Death Rally. Parece aquele jogo do palhaço que bate nos carros lá e tudo mais, que vai ter um filme, não lembro o nome. Outra. Os caras das sombras. Aí nós precisamos de lanterna. É nós! Nós que tá com a lanterninha iluminando os malucos. Aqueles pontos vermelhos ali é os inimigos, nós somos o verdinho aqui. Alguém tá desenhando a gente, mano. Que isso? É um jogo de xadrez? Não sei, parece o mapa do lugar aqui, né? Eu não pedi correr, então nem aqui não. Ai, de dia, ó, como eu adoro o dia. Night Springs, um livro também. Um pôster. Aparentemente, quem tá aqui... Olha! A Wanda e o Cosmo. Padrinhos mágicos, tô
I
sabendo.
encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together. This way, Alan.
Calma aí, meu parceiro. Ih, não dá pra entrar aqui não. E aqui? Lene. A Lene gosta de pintar. Eu nem vi o nome da outra pessoa lá que fez aquele mapa lá. Não tem nada da Lene. Calma aí, calma aí. Aqui é o Desole. Esse é o Wake. Esse é o Emerson. Aqui não dá pra ir. Beleza, vamos, let's bora. Oba. Vem aqui. Que susto. Urso do cara. What the fuck? Que bagulho aleatório. Deve ter umas mensagens subliminares esse negócio. Sobre o jogo deve ser, né? Com certeza. Parece ser um lugar grande. Ou um lugar de louco. Um hospício, tá ligado? Lembrou a escola do Bully também. Nada a ver, né? Quadro bonitão. Anderson. Olha. Caramba, um lugar bem isolado, né? No meio da montanha. Bem isolado. Eu tenho medo de elevador, na real life mesmo. Eu não curto
Now,
elevador não.
Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and
Ah, o jogo é dele, ué.
Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
Lógico que tá, você que não teve que passar por vários rolês aqui tomando um monte de susto. Ó, esse negócio é ruim, não gostei desse lugar não. E lógico que é, lógico que o mundo gira ao redor dele. O jogo é dele. Ué, quem é esse aqui? O Dr. Hartman. Ah, a sala do Dr. Hartman. Deve ser a saída. Bora lá. Não gostei disso aqui também não. Ô, bate a porta na minha cara não. É uma árvore. Ah não, pensei que era um tronco de árvore segurando outras arvorezinhas. Arvorezinha não, planta, né?
We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
Ah, quero curiar o
It's
lugar,
all in
calma aí.
your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
É, vê meus vídeos pra você ver. Eu postei, tem uns 6 episódios, 7 episódios. Você vai ver o que é da minha cabeça. Parece que eu vou te seguir, né? Calma aí. Calma aí, né, meu bom? Ih, não tem nada aqui. Tem alguém ali. Oba! Abre aqui. Uma porta secrets aqui. Nada abre aqui, tudo trancado. Ixi, o pau tá... um barulhinho aqui. Um relógio? Ah, é um relógio. Para além da sombra com a qual você se contenta, há um milagre luminoso. Iluminado. TZ. Em memória de um querido amigo e poeta. Para além da sombra com a qual você se contenta, há um milagre iluminado. Tá bom. Mas aqui é um relógio. Ah tá, tá escrito aqui, ó. Na bordinha. Daqui faz as horas conforme a sombra vai batendo ali, ó. Contar de noite essa parte aqui, porque não tem sombra de noite, né? O sol que faz a sombra do bagulho. É, pode até ter com a luz, com a iluminação da lua, né? Mas que vista legal, hein? O que você tem pra falar pra nós?
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
Fica na sua frente,
Cauldron
não.
Lake spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Ó, que imagem, hein?
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me.
This way, follow me.
Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very natural for you to think of me as your enemy. It's part of the illness.
I let him talk.
After all,
Hartman
I'm the one
obviously
trying
loved
to
his
bring
own
you
voice.
out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed for
madly
yourself.
inside my head.
But I
I
can't
dug my
do it
nails
by
into the palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You need
focused.
to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Confio nele, não. Tá certo, Alan. Continua com a sua paranoia.
Let's go inside.
Esse cara que tá metendo louco aí. Ai, que susto, cretino.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here. I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Te dá um socão
Pretty
pra você
damn
matar os
wonderful,
bichos.
yeah.
Só por esporte. E aí, dona? Beleza?
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
Please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson.
Okay. Sorry.
O quarto dele é do lado nosso, né?
That's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Ooh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but it does
Get
involve
him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Não querendo. Até parece que eu vou aí, né? Deixa eu curiar o lugar aqui, ó. Tem um cafezão aqui. The Creator's Dilemma. O novo e envolvente livro escrito por Dr. Hirt... Calma aí, filho, tô lendo. Autor do best-seller Creative Flow. Flow. Inclui suas técnicas revolucionárias e terapia de engajamento. O fluxo. E o fluxo. Deve ser alguma técnica dele. Explicadas em sua própria palavra. Já disponível nas melhores livrarias do país. Não vi não, não deve ser tão bom. Nem ter mais livrarias, a livraria tá tudo falindo. Ai, que dó, né? Triste. Tá, aqui é acesso aos quartos. Calma aí, fio. Eu vou curiar agora. Que eu tenho liberdade pra curiar e tá escuro pra cacete, mano. Calma aí. Minha tela tá escura. Boa, tem um QR Code ali. Não tem o celular, velho. Queria ver esse QR Code. Eu esqueci o celular no carro do meu primo. Depois eu vejo. Vou deixar assim, ó. Pra poder coisar o QR Code depois. Vou ver o que é. Dá pra vocês verem também depois. Eu não vou colocar na edição porque eu tô sem celular. E o vídeo vai sair hoje. Porque eu tô gravando hoje, dia 6/7. Hoje, tô gravando hoje no dia de hoje. Aí vocês podem ver o que é esse QR Code. Possível me fala nos comentários, porque talvez eu não veja.
Hartman had mentioned that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony.
Ela tá ligada?
The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Ah, nós vamos ter que vir aqui. Sabemos onde tem um gerador, tá? Se nós sair daqui, por essa porta, é na esquerda. Tem outra porta ali daquele lado? Não. Qualquer coisa é só subir a escada. Tá, a dona tá ali. Quem tá cantando? Lá, 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 lá.
You might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Esqueci o nome do cara, é dos Barbichas, parece igualzinho, mano, o maluco dos Barbichas, esqueci o nome dele. Abre. Ó um pintor aí, ó.
Oh, hello.
Opa, olá.
I've painted you.
Eu?
Okay.
I was just struck by inspiration a couple of days ago. Dr. Hartman wanted me to paint landscapes, and that's what I was doing. But now I've been doing these things, a lot of them. The images just keep coming. Dr. Hartman likes them. He has them in his office.
Yeah?
He's very proud of me. He says I'm getting much better. I think I'm getting better.
Isso não é coisa boa não, mano. E ainda mais se essas imagens surgem do nada na sua cabeça. Olha essa névoa preta, velho. Olha esse negócio. Esse é as sombras ocultas. Que é coisa do mal. Abre. Não. Como que você me viu assim com essa cara de assustado? Lugarzinho sinistro. Todo mundo deve ser possuído aqui. O outro é lutador de Kung Fu ali. Você é estranho. Muito. E eu vou tentar abrir esses lugares. Ler. Boas-vindas à pousada Control Lake. Estamos aqui para oferecer o tratamento especializado de que você precisa. No entanto, lembre-se. Peça que amigos e familiares marquem o horário de visita para que não interfiram na sua terapia e ou períodos de criatividade. Respeite a privacidade e o espaço pessoal dos outros pacientes, principalmente quando estiverem engajados em seus processos criativos, né? Coloca um... Seja paciente. Normalmente, nossos pacientes têm problemas criativos duradouros que não serão resolvidos da noite para o dia. Permita-se levar o tempo que precisar. Lembre-se que o tratamento é voluntário e... Oh, eu não pedi para estar aqui, tá? Você me deu uma droga e me trouxe. Elaborada especificamente para você. A terapia de engajamento e o método associado, o fluxo, funciona melhor quando você está ativamente engajado no processo de moldagem deles. Em caso de dúvidas, não existe de expressá-las. É pra lavagem de mente não, é pra... Ah, pra controlar nós. Você é esquisito, cara.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm. I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor. They had how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Deve ser a droga que você deve.
I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Por que você quer tanto que eu
I'd like to
escreva?
bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny.
Yeah!
Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
We wrote it all down, lest we to forget. A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Ouvi alguém me chamar.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, you got any booze on you?
Yeah, no. Sorry,
We have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula. Local ingredients. Medicine clears your head right up. Makes you remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh, I just noticed. Leather patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
She used us all. Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Nightmare shifted in their sleep in the darkness
Ahí está
of the
cantando.
lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other writer.
She's been using you, boy. And you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Now, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Acabou?
So tired. Built the farm close to the lake. A place of power.
Vamos vazar daqui, vai.
We
Esse
had
cara não para de falar.
parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
Cara, os caras não param de falar. Tá. Voltar para o meu quarto.
Overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Gotcha. The doc's got me looking after Wake here, but holler if they get too rowdy.
I'll do that, Birch.
Hey, Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? Typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
Por que vocês querem que eu escreva tanto?
The doors were locked. Hartman and the nurses would have keys, but there was no way to get my hands on them.
All dreams are only imagination. they're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So you can't wake up because I'm in charge now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution. And then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion,
Hartman
they
wanted
call
me
it
to write.
mullet
I knew
time
I
because
couldn't,
the
but I
numbers
figured I
figure
should
out the
just play
marketing
along
that
for now.
mullet
It was the
time
only
is
thing I
the
could
hook
do
we
with
needed
Nurse
to go
Birch
big in
watching
the
me like a
target
hawk.
demographic. And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight faces and smiles.
Lugar sinistrão, mano.
All the time and express their feelings so they won't shut up, and the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too, and I have to listen to them because they're not scared of me, and everyone should just shut up. Shut up.
Uma voadora nessa porta aí. Faz um parkour, quebra a janela. Ah, calma aí. Ah, tá. Por causa da escada. Faz um parkour, pula a janela.
Something's wrong. I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be. I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Esse quarto é o nosso? Não é não, né? Não é o nosso quarto que nós estamos. Esse lugar é tudo sinistro, tudo obscuro. Ah, o quarto do Emerson aqui. Ah, ele que gosta desses negócios, tá? Emerson é o pintor? Não, esse é o meu quarto. Ah, sei lá. Bora pro quarto, vai. Vou ficar enrolando aqui não. Não, não é não. No vídeo ela tinha todas
The white glare of the
janelas
blank page in
circulares.
front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir. Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya?
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Ah, esse lugar é sinistro.
So weak now, are we?
Quero ver essa treta.
Well, things run
Sinclair looked
really
bad.
fast,
That
aren't
wasn't
they,
a love
Basta?
tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. And if she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key
My
in the office
store.
from Sinclair.
I'm taking it. The backstage is all yours, Tom. Seize your
I had to get to
destiny.
Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
Come out and face the music, Birch. It's time to pay the piper. Maybe you could come out and beat
Se vocês não atacar a gente, tá de boa.
diapered asses' words, since you're so tough, Birch.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made at the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Sombras, lobo. Vixe, vai ter lobo sombra também. Ah, teve trator, mano. Tem uma página ali. Eu vou produzir a fita. Vamos pegar a página aqui primeiro.
Hartman wasn't happy. Maud could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan.
Opa. Vamos ver esse negócio aí.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you tell me about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The parties, he's so angry all the time. He's getting violent.
Do you mean with you?
No, not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all. He sits there for hours and just gets more and more frustrated. And I can't talk to him.
Yes. Tell me, Mrs. Wake. What would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles you. Looking out from behind your eyes. And I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here, even when he's home. Please help me, Doctor, because I'm at my wit's end.
Well, if you can just get him here, I'll absolutely do my very best.
Yeah, but Doctor, you need to be careful with him. He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just a recording.
Rudolph Lane's case is interesting. He was completely blocked, and frankly, I was about to discard him as useless. However, once Wake arrived and started writing, something changed in Rudolph. He's producing extraordinary work, increasingly dark pieces. Unfortunately, he doesn't respond to direction at all, and it's my belief that he's not so much a creator as an illustrator, perhaps, a recorder of sorts. I hadn't considered the existence of such a role before, let alone its implications, but the paintings he has produced are informative. At least he's easily controlled and useful. I wish I could say the same about Wake. It's frustrating that the best subjects are always so damn difficult to deal with.
Que estranho, velho. A mina dele falou com o cara aqui pro Alan Wake vir aqui, que o Alan tava mal. Aí, cara, tudo que ele escreve basicamente acontece. Será que o jogo não tá falando que ele é um surtado e, tipo, no final é nós que é doido mesmo e o pessoal só tá tentando ajudar? Sei lá, velho. Loucuras.
Not buying that. I was tailing Wheeler, and this is the only place he could have gone. That means Wake is probably there too.
Agent Nightingale, this is private property, and I will not allow you to disturb my patients.
Yeah? I can get a warrant. How would your fragile little patients like that?
Oh, I'm thoroughly intimidated by your mighty authority now, Agent.
Listen, you smug snob. How would you like it if I busted through this gate and knocked you around a little?
Agent Nightingale, first of all, I'm recording this conversation, so you might want to watch what you say. Secondly, you're not dealing with a hick now. I know the law, and if you can get a judge to grant a warrant, I'll be glad to cooperate. But you won't get one. Be advised that any further communications with me are to be made through my lawyer.
I don't believe this.
Good day, Agent.
Yeah.
Aí as pessoas calam Alan Wake porque ele tem esse poder de escrever as coisas e acontecer, tá ligado? Não sei lá. Pensei que eu vi tiro. Não, não aqui no jogo.
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Ow! About time!
Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no! The cops found me at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy, Al. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
Yeah, that's a harsh punishment. Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
Vambora. Achei um amigo aqui. My gun.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
Ah tá, é o nosso amigo. Ele não tá possuído não, né? Ah.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Aí, ó. Sombras malignas mal. Fica aí! Vai possuir ele. Pô, vai sorrir agora? Calma aí, antes de...
Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. On me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Ó a sombra aqui, ó. Não é a árvore não, é a sombra, ó. Sombra do mal. Caralho, que susto, filha da... Ai! Nossa! Ai, tem sombra pra tudo que é canto. Ela tá vindo pra cá, ó. Ai, que susto, viado. Dá uma voadora de 3 pernas nesse negócio, velho. Tem sombra maligna ali, fechou a portinha aqui.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Lá em cima. Ai, caramba, sai. Lá em cima tem luz. Não vai ser tão fácil. Não vai ser tão fácil. Vai? Não é fácil. Opa! Vai! Errei. Presta atenção. Ai! O saco! Foi! Vou focar. Ah, as sombras tudo já... Foi pro saco. Vamos descer lá correndo. Não tem passagem aqui. Olé. Filha da mãe. Vamos ficar no escuro, hein? Se nós tá pegando esse bagulho. Padrãozão, né? Você aqui pra onde? Salve, Luizinha. Abre a porta pra mim, por favor. É só pra isso mesmo. Ó, manuscrito.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
Tá, bora. Nem tem na porta. Tá. Eu sou lascado então. Ele abriu. Abriu. Vai. Ah, agora abriu. Licencinha. Dá pra... Ai, que burro. Era só... Eu tenho que voltar. Vem, bate aqui. Vem. 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 Já sei onde é. Você tem que se esconder ali no burro. Vem. Vem. Vem, vem, eu duvido, vem. Isso, muito bem, vem. Vem, vem retinho, isso, vem com tudo. Vem, vem. Vem, isso, muito bem. Vem, 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 vem na reta, vem na reta. Vem na reta, vem na reta, vem na reta. Que burro, velho. Você é meio burro, né? Reto, reto. Se você sobe, você vai bater na quina. Vai. Falou! É, dá pra você bater. Ai! Bate nessa merda. Aqui, ó. Bate aqui, aqui, aqui. Isso. Bem. Corre, Alan. Luz. Tomei ainda na bundinha. Calma aí, calma aí. Tem um bagulho ali, ó.
Take this, Al.
Take this, Al. Aquela explorada, né? Padrão. Caramba, mano. Esse cara é muito... Acho que é por causa da luz do luar. Poder ter quebrado essa porta, né? Pra sair um pouquinho mais rápido. Ouço barulhos. Tá, tem que pegar a lanterna do Barry, não tem opção. Aí nós volta pra ativa de matar os outros. O pessoal vazou, né? Vai lá, Barry, pega o carro lá. Oba! Tem uma luzinha aí, rapidão. Fica aí quietinho, tá? Consegue quebrar essa daqui rapidão pra mim, ô espíritos? Espíritos do mal. Vem, chega aqui. Na luz aqui, ó. Ai, eu tenho que matar você, né? Ih, acabou. Boa. Tá, vamos. Deixa eu pegar os trequinhos aqui. Sinalizador, então vai ficar escuro, vai ficar tenso. Nem sei quanto tempo de vídeo já. Porteirinha. Ah, labirinto. Legal. 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 Tá. Vamos lá. Carregar a pistolita. Esquerda. Começamos mal. Começamos daquele jeito, né? Odeio o labirinto. Mano, eu tô no meio de um labirinto. Com um monte de objeto que pode virar bicho. Salve, man! Uma luzinha na sua face aí, ó. Tá. Opa! Garoto, vem por trás não. Ponto escrito aqui.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Mano, na moral, eu odeio isso aqui. Eu tenho que tirar a barba, porque não cresce aqui no meio aqui, ó. Aí fica esse negocinho feio. Nada a ver com o jogo, né? Só queria falar mesmo. Dá pra ir pra lá e eu ir pra cá. Eu tô curioso com o que tem aqui. Mano, na moral, eu quero andar esse labirinto inteiro. Don't trust e-mail? Ah tá, não tem nada aqui não. Beleza. Vai que tinha alguma... Oh, pilha. Viu como é bom explorar? Deveria estar em português, né? Essas mensagenzinhas aí. Tiração. Ah, me assustei com a árvore. Opa. Bala. Pilha. Me assustei com a árvore, velho. Pronto. Pode vir os pessoal agora. Não tem nada pra isso. Tá. Valeu. Pode vir, mano. Você vai tomar bala. Ah, eu te achei. Eu falei que você vai tomar bala? Falei, né? Não sei. Tem nada aqui? Nada. Olha aí, mano. Se tem mais aí. Passagem ali. Por aqui tá vazio, né? Vazio. Opa, garoto. Fica aí. Opa, calma aí, uma luzinha aí, mano. Uma iluminaçãozinha legal pra você, tá? É, pra vocês curtirem, né? Haha, quebrou, né? Toma. Shhh, fica. Deixa a pilha carregar. Esperar a pilha carregar. Não sei que ele bateu que é pra lá. Ixi, eu acho que não é pra lá não, é pra cá. Então quero ir pra lá. Aí, ó, viu?
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Eu meio que me desfoco quando alguém chama no meu portão. Eu odeio que chama no portão. Eu tô meio que distraído, tá? Foi mouse. Eu fico prestando atenção pra ver se tem alguém me chamando no portão. Cara, como eu odeio que me chamem no portão. Eu moro em casa. Tudo pra morar em apartamento. tava falando? Tá, era... loucuras. Loucuras que ela tem comigo. Mais um labirinto? Lembra uma fase do Last of Us. Tá, tem um monte de instalador. Tá por aqui. Tá puto. Oba! Aí, putão. Ah, eu ouvi os pássaros besta. Ah, agora eu me lasquei. Sai, pássaro. Pássaro chato, velho. Sai, pássaro, filho da mãe! Cadê tu? Tem bagulho aqui. Café. Ô, trouxa! Opa! Vai, carrega logo, vai. Headshot. Tem alguma coisa pra cá? Não tem nada pra cá. Oh, asmático. Poder... Opa! É, a coisa tá boa, hein?
Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver.
Ai. Faltou uma... Eita, bugou. Faltou uma página. Ah, os corvos que tá fazendo barulho. Ponto de interesse interessado. Tá, aqui parece que o bagulho vai ficar doido, né? É, essa daqui tava numa foto. Eu vi um grandão. Ah, sai, tio. Opa! Haha, otário. Uma luzinha aí. Você acha que vai me acertar? Eu joguei Homem-Aranha, fi. Acabei de terminar ele. Ah, bestado. As árvores tá mexendo demais, hein? Tá possuída, não? As árvores ficam indo pra cima. Primeiro você. Você tá ligado, é daquele jeito. Agora você. Calma aí rapidão que acabou aqui a energia. Acabou a pilha. Manuscrito. Tô vendo uns...
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
The world exploded. Ah, pegamos todos aqui. Falta mais um monte. Ó, estamos indo na ordem. Com certeza todos os episódios tá faltando. Emil made don't do it. Não sei. Alguma coisa com tom. Tem um bagulhinho aqui, boa. Tá ligado que sempre quando é pra repor coisas é ruim, né? Não é bom não. Mas aqui vai aparecer bicho. Por isso que eu não consigo carregar escopeta. Já vou até carregar a pistoleta. Pra onde, fi? Ah, tá pra cá, tá certo. Tá certo. Pula, vai lá. Tá tirando que dá pra ir lá. Ai, caralho, eu ouvi, cuzão. Trouxa. Ah, eu ouvi seu facinho. Eu ouvi, eu tenho uma audição boa. Vai, vacilão. Ouvindo. Não é possível, eu não tô correndo tão rápido assim. Safado. Safado. Carrega a garota aqui. E os caras vindo na costa aqui, velho. Ah. Tô ouvindo uns... a mais. Sai árvores. Beleza. Luz. Calma aí. Bom, ainda bem que deu certo. Deu um cortezinho aqui. Ah, não, amigo. Deu um cortezinho aqui porque meu cachorro tá latindo demais no portão lá. Agora tá latindo não, tava... Eu queria ver o que é. Eu troquei ou peguei outra? Muita munição. Muita munição. Vou pegar o pistolão. Uou! Nossa, corvo pra caramba.
Hartman watched as Wake's features slackened. The man was bullheaded, no doubt. Even lying on the bed, he'd almost broken Hartman's nose the second time. But with a little time, he could break Wake down, give him proper direction. Wake was easily the most promising subject he'd had. Well, since Tom, really. Sleep well, Alan, Hartman whispered with a smile. Let me take care of you. He sniffed hard to clear his throbbing nose, swallowed blood, and barely tasted it.
Dessa vez eu li mais devagarzinho. Para de bugar, jogo doido. Imagens não interessantes, ó o rolê, ó o rolê. Mano, vou preparar essa garota aqui. Não vai ser fácil. Muita munição. Oba. Tô por enquanto. Ah tá, nós vamos ter que segurar até ele abrir o portão. Era pra você ter feito isso muito antes, né? Muito antes. Era pra você já ter mexido pra ver se tava trancado. Aí, ó. Ó o que você vai. Ó o que você faz eu passar. Opa, queridão! Sai, sai! Essa área aqui é minha. Não, você não pode vir aqui não. vale. Não vale vocês virem aqui. Entendeu? Ó, bala pra você. Bala pra você. Cadê tu, pequenininho? Bala. Bala. Pica. Pica. Aqui acabou. Opa! Ai, nossa senhora, meu Deus do céu. Que porradão. Calma aí. Boa, calma aí. Você, toma bala. Não dá pra carregar não, seu burro. Boa. Fácil. Recarregar tudo aqui antes de ir pra lá. Porque vai que, né? Uma baleta só. Suaves, suaves. Tá atropelando todo mundo.
Al, please tell me we're headed for the nearest "You're now leaving Bright Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Olha, tudo possuído, lugar sinistro, velho. Sai fora. Acabou. Fim. Quarto episódio já era, né?
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to
A
tell
sombra
me
seguindo a
about the
gente.
drugs they were on.
Vai
But
bater
they
no
wrote it
carro.
down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. We just need to find it. Look out!
Mano, a sombra domina até objeto, né, velho? Que bagulho louco, mano. Poderia dominar o carro e... Vai, que nem o carro do Harry Potter. E no GTA. Audi... Ah! Com dor ou Audi aula? Ah, agora vamos dar tudo lascado. Isso vamos... Ó. Putz.
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Padrão. Padrão, se você perder sua arma, né? Bom, vamos deixar aqui. Ah, voltamos, recuperamos. Vamos finalizar aqui, que depois nós continuamos aqui quebrado. Deixa o like, se inscreva, compartilha o vídeo para ajudar na divulgação e falou!